Please subscribe.
The Audi S3 may start out as the relatively pedestrian Audi A3 sedan, but it has some performance upgrades that bring spice to the party. Offered in both Premium Plus and Prestige trim levels, it shares its engine with the Volkswagen Golf R, and can be looked at as a more luxurious sedan counterpart to that hot hatch. That's either a blessing or a curse, because the S3 costs about $10,000 more than its VW counterpart, but US buyers prefer sedans over hatchbacks. Standard all-wheel drive helps the S3 put the power down, and its compact footprint teams with some relatively simple mechanicals to create a corner-carving character. The interior boasts some cool tech, but backseat space is tight and the materials aren't as premium as you get in other Audis. Given these strengths and weaknesses, we rate the 2018 Audi S3 a 7.2 overall. Changes for 2018 are equipment-related. 2 USB ports are now standard, as are heated front seats. A new Sport package combines red brake calipers and Audi magnetic ride dampers. The S3 is a rival for the Mercedes-AMG CLA 45 and BMW M2, though it doesn't make quite as much power as either. Its turbocharged 2.0-liter four-cylinder spins out 292 horsepower and 280 pound-feet of torque. That's enough to motivate the S3 from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 4.7 seconds. The S3's 6-speed dual-clutch transmission is quick to react and a blast to operate through the standard steering wheel shift paddles, but we wish the S3 also offered a manual transmission in the United States like it does in Europe. The S3 shares the Golf R's platform, and both cars use all-wheel drive. But the S3 benefits not only from Audi's brand cachet, but also some handling and interior technology. Available magnetic fluid-filled shocks improve the handling of what is already an agile compact car while making the ride quality with even the optional 19-inch tires more livable than you get in the Golf R. Inside, the S3 is certainly a cut above VW levels of quality, but is less opulent than most Audis. Still, it comes with the brand's excellent MMI infotainment system, and is offered with the slick new Audi Virtual Cockpit, which consists of a highly configurable 12.3-inch digital instrument panel screen. The back seat is tight on space, as it is in the Golf R, which benefits from greater headroom. Every S3 is well equipped. Standard features include power leather seats, dual-zone automatic climate control, a panoramic sunroof, and Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility. The safety story is a good one, too. The S3 comes with a nice spate of safety features, and it has performed well in most crash tests. It's even thrifty for the power it offers, delivering 25 miles per gallon combined, according to the EPA. The S3's tidy exterior dimensions don't stray too far from Audi's successful formula, without looking small car blunt or too over the top. In fact, the S3 combines subtle performance cues on the outside with an interior that marries somewhat Spartan appointments with high-tech elements in an appealing way. Those strengths earned the S3 a 7 out of 10 for styling. The S3 is something of a wolf in sheep's clothing. Offered only as a sedan, it doesn't stray too far from the look of the A3 upon which it is based. It combines the tidy lines of a compact with tried-and-true Audi cues. The familiar Audi single-frame grille resides up front, mixing with the LED headlights to provide the brand signature face. Audi also offers a full LED treatment to give the S3 an instantly recognizable and quite menacing look in the rearview mirror. The S3's flanks are highlighted by a pair of character lines, one up high and another down low that rises toward the rear. The coupe-like roofline resolves into the trunk lid, and rear of the car ends with the kick-up of the rear spoiler. Substantial 18 or 19-inch wheels fill out the wheel wells to give away the car's sporty character. Inside, the S3 is more Spartan than you will get with most of the brand, but the materials are substantial and the details still show a confident hand, especially the big, round vents that jut out of the dash. Audi's available virtual cockpit features a highly configurable digital instrument cluster that can show everything from gauges to trip computer information to Google Maps images. It combines with the MMI control interface to add a high-tech flair. The 2018 Audi S3 shares its 2.0-liter direct-injected and turbocharged inline-4 with only one other car, the Volkswagen Golf R. Its combination of turbocharged horsepower, all-wheel drive traction, and relatively lightweight make for a thrilling combination that merits an 8 out of 10 rating for performance. The Turbo 4 spins out 292 horsepower and 280 pounds-to-foot of torque, and is capable of great things in the compact S3. Audi estimates a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of 4.7 seconds, and a top speed limited to 155 miles per hour. Peak to work comes on at about 2,000 revolutions per minute and stays on boil through 5,000, delivering ample thrust and a snarling soundtrack. The lone transmission is a 6-speed dual-clutch unit that helps the turbo pull terrifically through its slower gears. It shifts quickly, and the engine emits a cool blasting sound between gears. Unfortunately, Americans don't get a manual transmission, while Europeans do. The hardware isn't advanced, but the S3 works as a sporty sedan. It has a transverse front engine layout, with the front strut suspension and a relatively simple 4-link torsion beam rear suspension, plus lowering springs that set it about an inch lower than other A's. It's basic, but it's honed. Electric power assist steering is standard and adaptive magnetic fluid dampers are option. Both of these systems, as well as the engine and transmission, are governed by Audi's Drive Select system with Auto, Comfort, Dynamic, and the user-configurable individual modes. The S3 can carve a corner with at least as much vigor as the CLA 45. The steering's heavy weighting and variable ratio, the teeth on its rack are spaced differently across its span compared to the A3, works well on curved roads, and the dampers smooth out the impact of the 18 or 19-inch summer tires. All-season tires are optional. The magnetic dampers only help the formula, improving handling as well as ride quality. The 2018 Audi S3 has comfortable and spacious front seats, and substantial interior materials, but its back seat leaves much to be desired. Given those traits, we rate it a 6 out of 10 for comfort and quality. At 175.9 inches long and riding a 103.4-inch wheelbase, the 2018 Audi S3 is almost 9 inches shorter than the Mercedes-AMG CLA 45. However, that car makes poor use of its space given its footprint, and both models have tiny rear seats. The S3 has 3 fewer inches of wheelbase, but its rear seat really isn't much worse. In fact, getting in is easier due to a bit taller roofline. Compared to that Mercedes, however, the Audi is wider, and that gives front seat occupants more shoulder and elbow room. Headroom will be good for all but the tallest passengers, and the sport seats are nicely bolstered to keep their occupants planted during spirited maneuvers. The trunk offers a rather small 10 cubic feet of space, but at least that is made more useful thanks to a standard split folding rear seat. Like other Audis, the S3 features high-quality interior materials, though some of them are a bit more pedestrian than you will get in other models. The virtual cockpit and MMI control interfaces are also pluses, but we recognize those high-tech bits in the features section. Crash test data isn't complete for the S3, but what's in so far is mostly good. Federal testers give the sedan a 5-star overall rating, including 4 stars for front and rollover crash protection. The US hasn't rated the S3 at all, which means we're withholding our scores. While the S3 hasn't been crash tested by the US, the structurally similar A3 sedan has, and it posted top scores in all tests, earning it the Top Safety Pick award. Standard safety features on every S3 include the usual spate of airbags, plus forward collision warnings with automatic emergency braking, pre-collision restraint prep, a rear-view camera, and front and rear parking sensors. Safety options include adaptive cruise control with stop and go, active lane assist, and blind spot monitors. Audi offers the 2018 S3 in Premium Plus and Prestige trim levels, and both are well equipped. A nice spate of options is also available, and for those reasons we rate the S3 a 7 out of 10 for features. Standard equipment on the Premium Plus trim includes leather seats that are newly heated for 2018, 8-way power front seats with 4-way lumbar adjustment, dual-zone automatic climate control, a panoramic sunroof, heated power mirrors, LED headlights, a 10-speaker audio system, Bluetooth, HD radio, satellite radio, a pop-up screen for the infotainment system, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility, a rear-view camera, front and rear parking sensors, split folding rear seats, and 18-inch alloy wheels. The Prestige model adds LED rear fog lights, a 14-speaker Bang & Olufsen audio system rated at 705 watts, ambient interior lighting, Audi's multimedia interface touch infotainment system that has a rotary dial with a touchpad built into it that can recognize handwritten inputs, navigation, the Audi Virtual Cockpit digital instrument cluster, Audi Connect, Sirius XM real-time traffic, adaptive cruise control with stop and go, active lane assist, and blind spot monitors. For a subscription fee, Audi Connect provides a 4G LTE data link, which delivers Google Earth View maps and other data-driven information. Options include a dynamic package with 19-inch wheels, front sports seats, and rear side airbags. New for 2018 is an S-Sport package that combines red brake calipers and the magnetic ride dampers. The EPA rates the Audi S3 at 22 miles per gallon city, 28 highway, 25 combined on premium gasoline. That makes it quite thrifty for its combination of power and quickness. Those are the benefits of a relatively light, small car with a turbocharged 2.0-liter 4-cylinder and a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission. It turns a 6 out of 10 on our efficiency scale.